Back here with some Mega Man X4, we're playing as Zero, and we're about to take on the big bad, Sigma. He's going to appear in 3 phases. I remember him pretty well from the X fight, although it's going to be a dramatically different fight for the second 2 phases. This first phase is going to be pretty similar, just because you can only hit him one way, and that's from the bottom. And one of X's moves that he learned from the boss was that upwards rising flame type attack. And with Zero, we have it built into his saber, which is kind of nice. And if you remember, every 3rd appearance, he will do his axe swing. And when I was X, I tried to just, usually duck under it into the corner, but that was because I could just sneak an extra hit in. Here, since I actually rise with the flame, with the hit, I don't think I'd have enough time to get the hit in and then duck underneath. So I'm just playing it safe, which is probably what I should do, all things considered. With this phase right here, I'm thinking he's going to throw that scythe around, but honestly, I feel like I can just spin to win. I just have to make sure to position his axe for him. So he'll throw his axe wherever I am, right here. So yeah, so he'll throw it on the side, so now I don't have to... There we go. So if he throws it on the ground, that's the big danger. Because then it would throw like electric currents on the ground, and that's not what you want at all. We're almost through. There we go. Okay, so we took 1 hit, I think, total, which is pretty nice, all things considered. I wish we had not taken as much, because then we could have used the little heal to heal our sub-tank up to full. But oh well, what you gonna do? Haha, you're finished, Zero. Iris is waiting for you. That's fucking disrespectful right there.
Tremble with terror, you are finished.
Tremble with terror. Okay, I am trembling just a hair. Man, just 2 hits off of that. That's just fucking brutal. Okay. Okay. So this one right here, I should be able to get with the rising flame. This one should be... like, he's taking hella damage from this attack. Oh god, I took a touch damage. Oh my god, I was the wrong way! That's just inexcusable stuff, man. Inexcusable. Okay, so now we're gonna be this one. This one's gonna be the fucking one that takes fucking forever to beat. Okay. Always like to see Mr. Blue, man. Now, as long as he doesn't do his suck attack. Okay, here we go. Should be able to get him here. There we go. Okay, nice. Down to 1 phase, or down to 1 part, 1/2, whatever you want to call it. What's she gonna do? I'm gonna... I wish I didn't need to, man. I'm real close. But oh well, we'll heal up just to be safe. Yeah, there he is. Okay, for the record, I did not need a sub-tank right there. I was right freaking there. But hey, I did it just to be safe. I don't want to fuck it up. Okay, Hee. What's so funny? This weapon is aimed at Earth. No one can stop it. No! Ha ha ha! Goodbye, Zero. Goodbye. I know you're gonna be fucking back next game. Don't play those games with me. And now we get to see how the end unfolds. Assuming General will sacrifice himself like he did last game. Let's find out. General! Zero, I was wrong. Sigma, he blinded me to the truth. Oh no, sorry. Sigma, he blinded me to the truth. It's okay. Rest. With my body, I can stop the weapon. But then it's over for the soldier. Farewell. General! Goodbye. He does have quite the body, quite the booty to block out an entire missile. If you know what I'm saying.
So, this is what happened to me. This is my fate. I couldn't save anyone after all. Iris!
Please stop, brother. Zero.
Iris, did we Reploids all turn out to be Mavericks after all?
Interesting. That's a less. That's a more anticlimactic ending than I expected. Even X like checked in with Zero at the very end, right there. But but X didn't figure into Zero's story at all. Like he was just not there the entire game, which is kind of striking. You'd think they'd find a way to just cameo, like just like Zero cameoed into X's stuff. He wasn't in any of the cutscenes. He wasn't in anything at all. But that was pretty fun for a second playthrough right away. I don't think I've ever replayed a game, even under different conditions, hard mode, etc. I think I've always given it time to just breathe and let me kind of get away from it and then come back to it so it feels kind of fresh. But this one was still enjoyable, I think mostly because the boss fights. I felt like the boss fights were definitely easier the first time around, like I said during the boss rush video. And having them be harder was, I guess, the compelling part. The stages were still kind of the same. If anything, the stages were easier because Zero Saber is just dramatically more powerful against regular enemies. It just sucks versus bosses. So that ended up being kind of a letdown. Although, I mean, we just played the stages, so it's not like I should have expected any surprise. But just playing Zero as a character feels more natural in the sense that all of his upgrades are kind of built into his saber, right? It's not like you're switching a weapon and then just firing it off. It kind of feels like X is more of a disjointed character when it comes to combat because you're always having to switch and like pick a weapon, but all of Zero's powers are built into his saber itself. And I think when you have a sword, you can just do more of that. When you have a gun, I don't know how much you could really do. But I do wish that in some of these games they just built some of the weapons. I know it's kind of the formula now, so they're not gonna obviously change it. But I wish they built some of the powers into just his buster and had you do like command controls, right? Command inputs, just like you do with Zero. You do the up special, and he does the rising saber with the flame on it. If X's buster could work the same way, I think that'd be cool because I felt myself always going into like the pause screen just to change the weapon, just because I wasn't fast enough in combat to know, okay, the weapon I need is like 2 things away from where I am now, so I gotta press X twice to switch to it, and then it just became a whole kind of mess like that. But overall, again, solid game. Stages in general I felt were too short. Like I said, obviously I didn't change playing it as Zero. It was kind of more noticeable just because I knew the layout of the stages, so I was able to breeze past them even faster than I was the first time. So, yeah, man, we're going to go on to the second half of this franchise, X5 through X8 coming up. I know it's the weaker half. These were the highlight games, but yeah, man, we're gonna see how it is. The battle has ended, but for some reason, Zero's memories of the past continue to haunt his mind. As a hunter, it is his duty to go after those Mavericks, and at the same time, he knows that it is his destiny to defeat his friend one day. Two different people, two different fates. In the future, Zero's decision will lead to humanity's great tragedy. The future is coming. Alrighty, that's a wrap for Mega Man X4. We'll see you in X5.